Welcome into Driscoll Arena here in Fall River, Massachusetts. JJ Sylvia, Justin Sylvia, and Jeff Barboza along with you for Somerset Access TV, Berkeley Community Access TV, and Blue Raider Studios on YouTube. And gentlemen, this is the booth of my dreams right here. I've been waiting for this opportunity all season long. I've got my godfather and pretty much the closest thing to an uncle that I can have without being directly related, both here with me. This is going to be a wonderful game tonight as the Somerset-Berkley Raiders face off against the Old Rochester Bulldogs. And gentlemen, this is a big one. Conference play, both these teams sitting in the middle of the pack trying to prowl their way up towards the top. Let's start with Somerset-Berkley. What needs to be the mindset tonight?
Mindset, tacking the net, forechecking, and putting pucks in the net. They had a difficult time.
Bad at it still. He's getting some help from Cooper Royds as it's back on the stick of Lush. Lush for Johnson. Couldn't get it up in front of Paxton Jones, so now Lush will regroup, and he turned it over. Chance brewing. The backhander, what a stop for Rodriguez. Samuel Long, the one to take that shot. Now loose in the slot. One shot blocked in a second. This time by Diello. Him and Rebello having a block party here early in this one. Rebello, the zone entry. Carter Sylvia, tap pass out of Bastos. Here comes 14 into the zone. The shot, Roy, the save, the rebound chance, and Roy will keep that out as well. Cam McKenna, the one he says no to. Gavin Rodriguez as he steered away a shot from Tobin. McKenna dangling in mid-ice, has Carter Sylvia coming with him. Cam McKenna, the shot score!
There you go.
Cam McKenna. His 6th goal of the season. Give him 21 for his career. And the Raiders are up 1-0. But power play for Somerset-Berkley. Gonsalves, the shot. That one tipped by Camara on its way there. Roy still kept it out. Bastos couldn't squeeze it between his legs to keep it in, so the Raiders will reset. Camara coming over the line, gets the feed. His shot, what a stop again as Roy steps up big. Camara looking for more. Wheels below goal for Cam McKenna. His shot got blocked and fluttered over the goal. Bastos digging low, has it on the board. He's got some space out of Bastos across. Cam McKenna, Roy the stop. Lucas Rebello stopped at mid-ice. Royds will back him up with the send-in. Lyons shoots it below goal. De Silva on the chase. And now Rebello. Still 10 seconds left. De Silva back out in front. Lyons! And somehow Tucker Roy keeps it out. Gonsalves to gather. Gets a second chance to move it up, and now he gets it to McKenna. McKenna looking to feed Carter Sylvia. Too many sticks in that passing lane. Gonsalves turns it over. Chance brewing! Putting it wide of Rodriguez. For the Bulldogs was Elliott Grant. Probably the biggest opportunity thus far for Old Rochester Fairhaven, Jeff.
Yep, that's a little giveaway there, but when your goaltending can come through for you on stuff like that, it's game changers for sure.
Pong it back down. Lush to grab it. For De Silva, turns it over. Galavati, the pass, and unable to get it on goal was Long. De Silva off board out to center. Camara will feed back for De Silva. Jake De Silva has it taken from him, but Lyons will follow up with the goal. Chase Lyons. I know it's early in the season, but I just might have to call him a freshman phenom. It's 2-0. Somerset-Berkley.
Nice, another snipe from that same side. It's nice to get the payoff because we've had a lot of pressure and sometimes you can go with nothing, but that was a big goal considering how much pressure we have put on to get another one before the period's over.
Dangle lost the puck as it's really sticking on the ice right now as Carter Sylvia limping heads to the bench. Gonsalves for McKenna. And now Bastis, puck continuing to stick. Now it's fluttering, and Bastis will not get it to go as Tucker Roy says no. And the captain has been stepping up a lot already in this one, Godfather. Obviously, a couple of goals that were tough blows for him, but he's made a lot of other big saves for the Bulldogs in net.
Yes, he has. Tucker's probably one of the best goalies in the area. Always has been for a number of years. We're lucky to get those 2 goals on him.
Spirabello going wide. Keeping it in on the other side is Lush. Lush trying to feed it forward for Bastis. It makes its way to Rabello. Rabello the dangle, getting help from Bastis. Adam Bastis the backhand. Roy a save. Rabello the follow-up, and Tucker Roy still will not allow. Bastis able to get it by long. Adam Bastis. Roy, another big stop. Carter Sylvia trying to get it out of his feet. Battling for it on the board with Rivers. That one put on, and another stop, Tucker Roy. Now Carter Sylvia, a terrible angle. Almost got it on goal. Finally able to move it out is Cody Souza for the Bulldogs. We're under 10 to play in the second. Still 2-0. Somerset-Berkley. McKenna for Sylvia over the line. Carter Sylvia trying to go across. Cooper Royds was crashing, but he couldn't get it there. It was knocked down. Matt Tobin, the knockdown and the clear. Multiple Bulldogs and back out to center. Tank on the feed. Bobby Flynn dangling high slot. The shot. Rodriguez batted it down. Puck still loose. Fired back on toward Rodriguez, and it's in. And the Bulldogs cash in on the 2-man advantage and cut the lead in half. It's 2-1.
Just a bad break there. Gavin was trying to cover it up. It just slipped right underneath him. Good break for Bulldogs, little bad break for the Raiders, but I don't think anything to worry about there if you're the Raiders. It was just a bad situation. But 2-1, and so we'll see what Somerset does to try to get back and gain that lead. So this is a big, big, big power play in 13 seconds for the Raiders.
It's Bartholomew, Tank, Souza, and Tobin out there as the 4 for Old Rochester. Camara, McKenna, Gonsalves, and Sylvia as the 4 for the Raiders. Camara battling against Bartholomew. A 9th grader versus a 10th grader. Back to Carter Sylvia and a pad stop. Roy Adam Bastis out of the box, and Roy once again.
That's the way to come.
McKenna the draw win. Sylvia tips it up for Bastis. He has it taken from him. Here comes Bobby Flynn the other way. 1-on-1 against Gonsalves, and Gabe wins the battle. 30 seconds in the period. We're back to even strength. Bastis tapping it up. Gavin Camara moving in. Camara back for Bastis, and now McKenna, they score! Tick, tack, toe.
That's how you're supposed to score. Gavin Camara could have easily shot that. Adam Bastis asked for the drop. Cam McKenna kept continuing to the net. That's how goals are going to be scored, especially against a good goalie like Tucker Roy. Huge goal right after the power play, and with 19.8 seconds left to go up 3-1 with big momentum going into the third.
2nd of the game and 7th of the season, and I don't like to take too much credit for things, Godfather, but in my pregame interviews I was talking to Cam McKenna about how he has a tendency in the midpoints of seasons to slip offensively and not produce as much. I don't know if maybe I give him a little bit more of a motivation, but he has been stellar today offensively, kind of putting those recent stories of him to rest. Old Rochester, Fairhaven nearly putting a 2-goal on that draw, but he goes up top. Gonsalves now to Bastis. His shot, I don't think it made it to goal, went wide. And a nice effort by Chase Almeida to get it back out to center defensively for the Bulldogs before Gonsalves backhand shovels it back in for it to be sent out once more. Carter Sylvia on the regather. His shot knocked down by Roy, looking to clear it. McKenna has it, and Roy once again with the glove, denying Cam McKenna of a hat trick on that one. Called a couple of games of his over the years, and he is just stellar, making a lot of big stops in this one to keep the Bulldogs in it. Up top, Gonsalves, the slap shot. Roy the stop, the rebound also kept out as Sylvia's denied. Bastis putting one on, and Roy stopped that as well. 10 seconds for the Raiders. Gonzalez had his shot partially blocked, and it dribbles toward goal to be covered by Tucker Roy to move if he could have. Yellow cutting off Foley, allowing Kamara to gather. Kamara for Lyons, and now Diallo nearly turned it over. Lyons comes in to assist. Chase Lyons, the lead pass. Gavin Kamara into the zone. De Silva stays on side. Kamara, the stop. Roy. Kamara's going to get another shot at it, and De Silva seals the deal. 4-1 Raiders.
Yeah, I was getting to the point where I was going to comment. We're approaching, starting to pepper them, JJ, and that result kind of shows it. A lot of pressure, a lot of shots on. Good hockey.
Kamara. Gavin has it pushed off his stick. Chase Almeida to come the other way. Almeida, the dangle by Lush, and he can't put it past Rodriguez. It went just wide. Now Foley for Tobin, and Rodriguez says no. Away with the puck before De Silva hammers it out to center. It comes right back in. Diallo couldn't handle it. Almeida looking out into the slot, a chance, and a great defensive play by Kamara, getting his stick in front of Bobby Flynn. Flynn still digging in the corner. Getting some help. Galavati out in front. Nobody home in black. Diallo shovels it forward. Kamara to grab. Gavin Kamara for De Silva. Tucker Roy.
You know,
Glove save. 2 seconds and 1, and Somerset-Berkley with the horn sounding and the buzzer striking 000 grabs yet another South Coast Conference victory to stay undefeated in conference play. And Jeff, just a great all-around team effort tonight by the winning squad.
It was just impressive. It really was. That's the only word I could use. And this is a team of interest right now. You know, that's all I can say. You know, they got. I've said it, but there's plenty of individual talent, and what you watch there. If teams are watching film, Raiders are legit right now.
And Jeff, one final question. Let's put you back in Zach Ledegar's shoes one more time. What positives can you take away from this game if you're the head coach for Old Rochester Fairhaven?
I don't think there was a quit. There was a no quit attitude out there. I think you saw a lot of hustle. I'm not sure what I'd bring to them as far as how to tweak things. I think they just got overplayed by a team that was dialed in today. I really do.
And that will do it for us tonight, with the Raiders dialing in for a 4-1 win for our entire crew, including our camera person, Mackenzie, my partners, Jeff Barboza and Justin Sylvia. I'm JJ Sylvia, wishing you a good rest of your evening from here at Driscoll Arena.